What's up, baby? This is Deontay the Bronze Rumble Wilder. Make sure you tap into Black Authentic Truth for your latest news. It's great information, baby. Bomb Squad!
I'm sure most brothers and sisters already know the story. They were at a track meet. It started raining. Karmelo, the brother, was sitting under a tent from a different school. The twin, Austin, asked him who is he? He's not supposed to be there. Told him he needs to go. There was words between them. Karmelo said that if you put your hands on me, don't put your hands on me. And something happened, an altercation happened, physical, and Karmelo pulled out a knife and stabbed him in the heart. Austin died within minutes. Okay. And people are saying that this is murder. Karmelo admitted off top that to the police, like, yeah, I stabbed him, and I was defending myself. So from the looks of this situation off top, it looks like a FAFO situation. You know what I'm saying? F around and find out. And one thing you can learn, all people can learn from this, is keep your hands to yourself. Because let's be real, you don't know how somebody else is going to react if you put your hands on them. That's in this day and age, these youngsters is walking around with all type of weapons. And just in general, right? Just in general, anybody, adults, anybody, let's just give a hypothetical. You get into a altercation over road rage or something like that. You get out the car. There's a good example of that. A video a year ago. You get out the car and run up on somebody, hitting a car, threatening to beat the hell out of them, and they pull a firearm out and shoot you dead. My point is, you don't know how somebody's going to react to you physically threatening them. In that moment, people can react any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And so the spin that they're doing in the media, I purposely chose to find a picture with this brother where he looks good, because they basically is posting a picture of Austin on the left like that, and the brother with the mug shot. They're also posting this picture. On the right, you see Karmelo, right? And they say, look at him, look at this thug. And he's a murderer. He shouldn't have had a knife, right? And that's a question I had too. Why did he have a knife? I'm gonna go into that, right? But they posted this picture a lot with him with a gun. But there's pictures of Austin with guns. In fact, his father said, he had just went out hunting with them and he killed his first pig. But the media puts the spin on it. These are both people who are underage. So technically, you're not supposed to have a gun, right? Come to find out that Karmelo has an airsoft gun in his hand in this picture. The gun ain't even real. It's a BB gun. It's not a real AK. It looks like a replica of an AK style gun, right? But the media is trying to spin it. And what they're doing is they're making him guilty already. And if you know anything about propaganda, that's what it does to people, to people in the public, to public opinion. It makes you start to look at a person. And they already have done this with Black people, with the negative imagery that they have circulated about Black people, the negative stories all the time that they choose to post about Black people dealing whenever it's some type of crime or something like that. And historically, the negative images, the racist caricatures that they have done. So propaganda, images stick in your head and they give you a perspective that might not even be the truth. Now, we don't know the truth. And I said, well, why this brother had a knife? Why did he even have a knife? And now this brother right here, Karmelo, 4.0 student, he is a sports athlete with multiple offers from different colleges, and he works 2 jobs, and he's never been in trouble. But you wouldn't know that unless you did some deep diving and some research, because all of the media outlets are saying all of the accolades of Austin. They're saying he's a 4.0 student. He was the captain of the football team. He was a linebacker. They're saying all of that and leaving out anything about Karmelo. And basically, these 2 youths were basically had the same resume. And now there's other things they're saying, like some of the family members that came out and said these 2 brothers, which are twins, were bullies. And that the story is people are not getting the full story, which I believe. Now, Karmelo's bond is set at $1 million. And there's a GoFundMe set up that has so far gotten 60K. Whereas the father set up one for the son, and I believe it's around 250,000. The whole story ain't came out. But what we do know is that they're in a stand your ground state. And Karmelo told him not to put his hands on him. And if he does, he's going to do something. Am I saying that it's right that he should have had a knife? I'm not, but we don't know the story, the background story. Why would someone that has never been in trouble like him, that, 4.0 student, works 2 jobs, in sports, has many offers from different colleges, why would he have a knife? You know what I mean? That's one question, and I'm just being honest. But from the looks of it, and what we can ascertain and what we can learn, what people can learn from this is keep your hands to yourself. I believe if the linebacker, the brother, Austin, had not put his hands on him, I don't think we would be having this discussion. Renee Gaines says, because the Hoggy was messing with him. Deandra said, he probably has had encounters with those white devils before and felt the need to protect himself. It has to be more than, of course, there's more to the story than what the media is ever going to tell us. And the crazy part that people need to pay attention to, and especially you Black folks in those rural areas in the South, in Texas and Georgia, what you also need to pay attention to is the anger that white people have right now over this situation. And let me just say, I don't even believe it would be a big story if it was white on white. And it just shows you how much, not all, but a certain demographic of white people want to be a victim so bad from Black people. And their racist beliefs are in all the comments. Racially charged stereotypes are in the comments when talking about this case, calling Karmelo a thug and a criminal and talking about his parents, when all we know right now is that it was self-defense. And unfortunately, someone died from it. But if it comes out that it was self-defense, then it's like you learn your lesson. People that are still alive should learn their lesson. Keep your hands off of people. You don't know what they are willing to do. You don't know the mental state of a lot of people. This is racially charged. And what I was saying was, Black people got to be on guard everywhere, because this is how these people, they want to retaliate. Trust me, if this was 50 years ago, they would have already broke into that jail and they would have lynched that brother. I'm speaking facts. And if they could do it, if they could get away with it right now because of the mass anger that they have right now, they would do it. This is the type of people you dealing with, and you still sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel for brothers and sisters that don't know what time it is, especially when things like this is circulating in the media and you have Donald Trump doing what he's doing, and these people are emboldened to commit acts like this in the dark that they feel will never come to the light of day. This case is racially charging people. Now, there's a clip with the father of Austin, Metcalf. He said, this is not about race. And he said it's not about race. White people were angry with him like he's a traitor. What the hell is he talking about? They want it to be about race so bad. They want to be a victim so bad. They want to be a victim of black people so bad. Then flip around and call you a victim when you talk about the injustices of your people. My point is, you can't even really win with them. You know what I mean? And we know that we would not even hear about it like this if it was white on white. But the fact that this is a young brother, that he's black, they are going bananas in the comments about this story. We'll see as the story unfolds and as more details come out what's going on with it, what really happened. But like I said, there's a lot of points I've made, but the main point is, you know, don't F around and find out. Keep your hands to yourself, because you don't know the measure in which a person is going to respond to your physical attack. You might hit them, but they probably not going to hit you back, you know, and you don't know what's going on. This is not just for young adults and teenagers. This is for adults, people that should know better. You don't know what a person is going to come back with. You don't know. And so don't F around and find out.